Welcome to the Am I the Asshole Super Bowl. Travis Kelce wins this too. Reddit on Wiki starts now.
Get therapy.
I'm not reading.
Get therapy.
What's up, Wikimaniacs? Welcome to another Am I the Asshole Friday. I'm your host, Josh, joined by my co-hosts, John and Sean. What's going on, boys?
Personal foul, 15-yard penalty, unnecessary intro.
Joke's
Josh.
on you. I don't know what that means. If you said 5 minutes for fighting, I'd be all right. What's going on, boys? It is Super Bowl weekend. Sean is still keeping up the facade of hoping
Go Patrick, my homeboy Kermit Mahomes.
Kermit
My homies. All my homies love Mahomes, right,
Going
Sean?
for the three-peat.
Yeah.
Bang, bang.
History making.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. In other news, we're in a tariff war as we're recording this.
Love that.
Fun.
I never thought I'd be fighting my boys, but
I would never fight you, brother. I wouldn't do it. I'm like, not my battle. Y'all can kiss my ass.
yeah.
I don't think us or our American listeners are particularly loving being American currently. I don't think
That's
it's
fair.
the best.
Yeah. Apparently there's been a bunch of people trying to immigrate up to Canada. So that's fun.
Can you take us?
Not surprising.
Sure, I'll take you guys.
I'll probably move to Mexico.
There's got to be a lot of Filipinos there, right? We'd be all right.
Yeah, there probably are. Yeah, I think so.
Toronto's got to be filled with them. I'm certain.
Toronto is a very big melting pot. It's much like New York, except way smaller. But yeah. So you guys are welcome anytime to come up. We'll do a live show. We'll make the basement comfy. It'll be good.
Murder dungeon.
Maybe I'll put drywall up somewhere.
Put that fake brick again, bro.
Oh yeah, there we go. I took it down too. Yeah, it's gone.
Gasp.
But are you guys ready to hop into the first story today?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. And this one was posted by wonderful midscore trash 4456. And I think Sean's going to like this one.
Ooh.
This one's titled, Am I the Asshole for Humiliating My Friend After He Kept Bragging About His IQ?
Take it away, brother.
Oh, yeah. No, not the asshole. It sounds like they deserve it.
I'm gonna go with the same thing, and I'm gonna wager that he probably doesn't know what his real IQ is, and he's really, really a dumbass.
No, he's an idiot. I feel like if you're smart, you're not being like, my IQ is blah, blah, blah. You're just smart.
Yeah. If you truly are that smart, you're probably worried about bigger things.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Or you should be anyway. All right. So I have a friend, let's call him Brian, who won't shut up about his IQ. Ever since he took some online test that said he got a
Okay.
131.
Online. Oh
Dumbass
my.
flag
This is
number
some
one.
BuzzFeed shit that he probably took, bro.
It's like, which Big Bang Theory character do you relate to the most?
Which Harry Potter house do you belong in?
He got a 131 and he's been acting like he's the second coming of Einstein. At first, it was just kind of annoying. He dropped
Fries in the
random
bag, bro.
He dropped random fun facts about how high IQ people process information differently. He started using words like erudite and obfuscate in normal conversation.
Jesus.
It's like that TikToker, Leo, the dichotomy of it all. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know.
Oh, is it? Oh, wait. That's a Mexican guy, right? That's
Yeah.
the skits. Yeah, he's hilarious.
Like, the dichotomy of it all. What are you talking about, bro? Like the caption when your friend starts using words nobody else knows.
Oh man, when he read that order, like, damn, you ordered how much?
3 tortas? Damn, come here, let me see.
But it started getting worse, and he's now low-key insulting us. He told our friend Emily, who's in med school, by the way,
Oh boy.
that doctors are just good at memorization, not real intelligence. He told me I was wasting my potential because I was working in marketing instead of something more intellectually rigorous. The dude works in IT at the help desk.
Hey, bro, shut up and fucking, open my ticket already.
Can you just restart my computer?
Jesus.
And I'm not digging at IT help
Nah,
because
because
they're
I need them.
Yeah,
I'm
required.
a dumbass when it goes to IT.
but it's wild for him to chop on a fucking doctor.
I feel like anybody that's not a rocket scientist probably should not be making these claims.
Yeah,
Even
I mean-
then, I'd probably be like, "You're an asshole."
shut the hell up.
Yeah, I'm
Go to
gonna need to
space.
see. I'm gonna need to see a Nobel Peace Prize before you can, show me up or something.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, last week we were at a party and he started talking about IQ again. Someone jokingly asked, if you're so smart, why aren't you rich? And Brian, completely serious, goes, well, intelligence isn't always about wealth. It's about how you process the world. Low IQ people can never truly grasp how limiting their perception is. So I looked him dead in the eyes and said, damn, bro, that's crazy. What's it like having a high IQ and still losing at fantasy football every year? The room exploded. Brian turned red, mumbling something about variance and sample sizes, and left the party early. Now he's barely texting the group chat, and mutual friends told me I embarrassed him too much. And now, naturally, half the group has been testing their IQs just to mess with him. Someone dropped this 10-minute Cerebrum IQ test in the chat, and it's become a full-blown competition. If Brian was a real genius, you'd think he'd take it again and prove us all wrong, but nah, suddenly he's not a fan of online tests anymore. So am I the asshole for finally saying something, or did he have it coming?
No, he definitely had it coming. Also, it took y'all's friend group way too long to put that online test in the chat. As like maybe the second time he said some shit like that, I would be like, let's all see. Let's all see who's
All
the
right,
smartest
Mitch.
on BuzzFeed.com. What is your IQ?
Nah, I'm with Sean there. Usually I'm anti kind of embarrassing people on public, just because it really depends
You
on the
can't roast all your friends nonstop.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing. He kind of opened it up to a situation where he berated everybody. He questions everyone's intelligence. He also said like, "Oh, you could do so much better. Therefore, your life hasn't been worth it because I'm such a genius. I know what's fucking best for you," type of shit. So I think he got what he deserved. for sure.
Also, if you're so smart, why was fantasy football the one that got you? You know what I mean? Like, you could easily explain, like, I would say probably maybe more than 50% luck. Like, a lot of it is luck, really.
Yeah.
The injuries, variance, all that stuff. You can't predict injuries. I mean, you could get as close as you can by, like, there's stats involved. There's definitely ways to be good at it, but a lot of it is chance. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's an easy, if you got the 130 IQ, I feel like you could argue your way out of that.
And this is coming from a guy who's won his fantasy football league.
I've won quite a bit. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm pretty goddamn good at this thing.
3 years?
Let's see. I think in one of my leagues, I'm on my sixth championship in 10 years.
John, you got to take an
am
IQ
Patrick
test.
Mahomes of that league. They fucking
Maybe that's why everyone hates you in that
hate to
league.
see me coming.
And I just perennially ruin everyone's brackets and playoff chances. I never win, but I ruin it for the next person, and that's all I
It's weird.
care about.
I'm in 3 different leagues, and only one league do I truly dominate. I'm otherwise always in the playoffs, doing pretty good. Lose, but in that league in particular, I can't
Playing
be
against like
stopped.
5th graders, bro.
No, that's my most competitive league too. My other leagues have people that don't really care. They're just playing for vibes.
Yeah.
And I lose every year to somebody who doesn't give a shit at all. It's crazy.
That's awesome. You got to take an IQ test now to see if you're.
I'm saying.
He's probably a
I
genius.
could be
man.
130,
Holy shit.
just like this guy.
So Reddit agreed and said not the asshole. And this fucking username, degenerate midscore tit licker,
Good Lord.
said those, yeah, fist bump for sure. Yeah, they say those 10-minute online tests always crank out 131 to get people to buy the full test. It's literally a scam someone with 131 IQ should be able to see through. So there's if anyone's taken that test, there's a reason why you might have got high.
If everyone literally gets 131 in the group chat, that would be so funny.
So funny, yeah.
I need an update on what everyone's scores were.
I mean, also IQ is like very contentiously debated on whether it's actually like good at measuring intelligence. So
Yeah, I imagine it's probably like a BMI where it's like,
Yes.
okay, like mostly bullshit.
yeah, it's
Heard
a
all about that today. My doctor's appointment.
I'm too scared to book a doctor's appointment.
Moment I came in the doctor's office, he's like, dude, you're looking good, but hey, you're still obese. I'm like, cool.
Damn it.
BMIs are bullshit, brother.
and this is why John took up boxing lessons so that he could just box his doctor.
I'd fucking beat the shit. Nah, I'm cool. I'm hella cool. I fucking love that doctor. He's hella sick.
So you have a different relationship to your doctor than Sean by the
Yeah.
sounds.
No, mine's a bully. See all this fat? That's what you want to lose. I know, man. I know. Dude.
All right. Moving on to the second story posted by Mama RSD. And this one's got, I believe this one's got an update. Yes, it's got some updates here. It's titled, Am I the asshole for snapping at my boyfriend for bringing a man into the bedroom while I was trying to sleep?
To help you carry something? What would be the reason for someone to go in someone's bedroom? I don't know. That's just a private
Especially if
space.
someone's trying to sleep.
Yeah, I don't like going. A bedroom is too intimate of a place for me, so I'm gonna go not the asshole, but I don't like the snapping part.
Yeah, I'm kind of at the same. But also, what if she fucking sleeps in clothes she doesn't want people seeing her in? You know what I
Mhm.
mean? I'm definitely not wearing anything. So it's like, I don't want people getting into my bedroom while I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah, that's my nightmare, actually.
Yeah.
Full on cheeks. That's all you see when
$20 cheer, baby. Y'all
double
can see
cheek
it all.
Let's go.
All right. So for quick context, my boyfriend bought us a new bed frame and mattress, but the bed frame came with a crack in one of the pieces. When he told Amazon, they just sent him another one. One day at work, an employee mentioned he was needing a new bed, so my boyfriend said he could have the one that Amazon sent him if he didn't mind the broken piece. Well, he didn't and came to get it today. I know this person and I do not like him for various reasons. My boyfriend told me the night before he was coming to get it, and I said, cool, I'm not coming out of the bedroom unless I have to. He came and I vaguely heard them talking, but I was half asleep and didn't care. Then I heard my boyfriend say something about showing him our bed, and I heard him say that I was in there, but that it was fine. I kind of froze, half asleep and confused, until I heard them coming, and I pulled the blankets over my head as my boyfriend announced coming in. I said very loudly, why? And they just came in. It was hot and stuffy under the covers. Thank God I wore baggy clothes and not my usual sleepwear. So I pulled the blankets down and the guy was just standing there in the doorway and awkwardly said good morning.
Oh, hell.
What the fuck? To which I replied very angrily, good morning back, and probably looked like I wanted to kill everyone there. So my boyfriend showed off the bed and started to leave, to which I snapped at him for not shutting the door on his way out, because I don't like the door completely open. It's so awkward when his kid goes to the bathroom across the hall and we see each other when I'm trying to sleep. I just want it cracked enough that my cat can get in, and he knows this. Eventually, the employee leaves and my boyfriend comes in, and I immediately sat up and told him that I did not like that at all. He tries to say something in a sing-song voice that may have been a half-assed apology, but I cut him off saying, I really didn't fucking like that at all. And he turned around and left without a word. I shut the door completely and laid down, just sort of locked up in place. My whole body sort of just felt heavier and my chest hurt, but that was just so humiliating to not have only a man that does not belong in my bedroom there, but also him seeing me in my safe space, an absolute mess from sleeping. It was just horrible. Later, when I got up for work, my boyfriend left as soon as he knew I was moving, got his pants and left without a word. On my way out, I very angrily texted him that since he decided to Irish goodbye me after hurting me that bad, I'd take the couch tonight. He didn't reply, and he was asleep when I got home, so on the couch I am now. I wanted to know if I was the asshole for how I reacted, because I have a feeling that he's going to twist it when he does, or if he does say anything at all. So am I the asshole?
No.
Nah.
Initially, I thought she was trying to say that, oh, another coworker is going to get the bed frame, but I'm not going to get out the bedroom for
Oh.
them to get the bed frame.
Like the main
even though
one?
even though they announced that, hey, they're going to pick it up tomorrow, and you're like, oh yeah, I don't give a shit. I thought that was the scenario where I'm like, Well, you'd be kind of an ass if you don't get out because they already told you that they were gonna pick that shit up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't understand the reasoning for the boyfriend to let that coworker in the bedroom. And I would feel the same way about homegirl here. It's like, dude, a bedroom for me is a non-negotiable. Like, you can, if you're doing a house tour in my house, I don't show nobody else like my bedroom. You can see the other rooms. I don't give a fuck about it. But
Yeah.
bedroom for me is like what she said. That's a safe space for a lot of people.
But it also doesn't even make sense really because it's like he's picking up the other pieces from the first bed
Mhm.
that came that was broken. If you really wanted to see it, I'm sure Amazon has tons of pictures
That's
on
what
there.
I'm
Yeah.
saying. I'm like,
That's what I thought. I was like, is the old piece in the bedroom?
No.
That's why I was
No.
confused. I'm like,
yeah,
wait,
everything
what?
was out there. That's why I was like, why show the bed? It's on if he wants to see that bed. Like for me, if I'm doing a house tour, I don't really care. You can see my bedroom. That's fine.
Fair.
But like if you're coming over to hang out, I don't unless I, let you know like, oh yeah, use our master bathroom or whatever. I don't want anybody walking into our bedroom. I think
Yeah.
so yeah, I think it's especially if like when my friends come over and Nancy's like chilling in the bedroom, that door is locked. I'm not telling people to like, yeah, let's go check out what I got in the bathroom. That's weird.
It's weird.
You know what I
yeah.
mean? And same thing when she has her friends over and I want to like watch TV in our bedroom or go to sleep in our bedroom. They're not coming in there either. That's weird.
Mhm.
So I think it was very valid that she got upset. And I feel like she voiced it. And
Yep.
when he, I don't know, who knows how sincere that apology initially was that he tried to do.
Didn't sound like
yeah,
it.
it's sing-songy voice. Who knows what his intention was
Yeah,
there.
maybe, but you never know.
But I mean, the fact is she like made it super clear right after the point. Like I'm not joking. Like that was really inconsiderate of you. And then this bitch fucking can't talk for
Good
24
morning.
hours. What the fuck? And then as soon as he hears noise that she's getting ready, he's like, I gotta get my pants and get out of here.
Yeah.
The fuck? Just
Yeah.
fucking talk, man. Like, I don't know. This could be the one and only instance that this has happened to where I'd be like, all right, like this isn't maybe like, I'm not saying breakup. I feel like y'all could talk this one out if he stops being a bitch. But if this is like his sign of like conflict resolution, like, and it's consistently this, that may not be a great long term. I'm not saying that I'm a pro at conflict resolution. I'm not great at that either. But you got to at least talk it out, or at least maybe not immediately. But it sounds like a lot of time happened between the incident and then a
whole day of work.
end of the story. You gotta at least at some point in 24 hours be like, all right, cooler heads. Now let's talk about it.
Yeah.
I know you did say that there was going to be an update coming up, but I'm hoping that they give a reason of what the dynamic is between that coworker, because I feel like she probably had a bunch of conversation about, with her boyfriend. It's just like, dude, I don't like this guy. For someone to have
Yeah.
strong feelings about someone, there's a bunch of shit that probably happened. So I'm hoping that the update shed a light on that.
Yeah, and that's a good point because, like we said, it doesn't matter who it is. No matter, we don't want anybody in the bedroom, if
But
we're in the
especially
bedroom.
someone you don't fuck with.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that this is someone that y'all have both talked about that OP has
Mhm.
strong feelings against, that's another layer on top.
Another red flag. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh my
agree.
God, 2 cats. Oh my God, there's really 3 cats in the screen
Three
right now.
cats.
Well,
Although they're
Get that
squaring
money.
up, so they might not be there for long. But
Oh my
all
God.
right, so Reddit deemed not the asshole, and then there were some relevant comments that I want to get into because it really expands upon this relationship.
Okay.
So first commenter kind of picked up on the kid, like OP's husband or boyfriend's kid.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that kid.
And says the kid comment makes me think this goes way deeper than this. To which OP responds and says, it's an awkward situation. His kid was obviously with someone else well before me, and I don't really want to get into too much detail because he isn't mine. But basically, he got kicked out for lying about having a job, and now he lives with us with his girlfriend. I don't blame my boyfriend for how he ended up because the mom had full custody and wasn't exactly the easiest to deal with when he was growing up. It's not my place to tell him how to try and fix it. I just find it really awkward when people see me sleeping that aren't my boyfriend. That's about as deep as it goes. Awkward shyness.
That's valid.
We used to keep the door wide open when we lived alone. So then some other commenters brought up like how old is the kid, like that kind of stuff.
Lying about a job, I imagine at least 16.
At least a teenager, yeah.
Yeah. So OP goes on to say, yeah, he's a cool kid for the most part, but the mother wanted custody after she got out of school. I'll say I could have worded my referral of him better, but his son was only mentioned in context as to why I don't like the door being left open. And then I didn't really think people would read this deeply into this. And then OP clarifies, much of it's not detail we really need to know about the kid, but OP clarifies that the son is about 20-ish. So then another commenter asked about ages, because it seems like there could be a potential age gap between you and your boyfriend. To which OP responded, yeah, I guess that would be important. I'm 28 and he's 50.
Yeah. As soon as he said 28, I said, because if the kid is 20.
And they've been together for 3 years. So not technically Sean Rule legal, but.
No, come on. And then they knew each other for how long before? Nah.
It's in the cusp.
Also important information. My boyfriend is my old English teacher from high school.
Oh God, I hope not. But anyway, so that was the comments. I think that clarifies a lot in the relationship. Definitely brings another level of weirdness to it, I think. But there is a mini update here and then a full update at the end. So OP goes on to say, I would like to clarify here because I noticed a lot of people misreading it, but the employee was never buying anything, especially not our actual bed I was sleeping on. He was picking up free spare bed parts because Amazon is kind of weird in how they fix things. When the time comes, I'm going to let him explain himself, listen, and explain myself as well.
Wait, so this motherfucker could have just parts? You could have brought that shit to work in a bag.
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing? Why are you inviting somebody your wife doesn't like into y'all's home? Or wife, boyfriend, just boyfriend.
Boyfriend.
Boyfriend,
girlfriend. So why the fuck are they there?
I honestly don't know. Like, this was something I saw in one of the comments. It was like, maybe he's trying to show off his girlfriend to his coworkers.
Like a trophy girl. Like, oh, look at me, I scored a young one.
Yeah. Because like, why else would you do that? You know what I mean? I cannot think of any other reason. So that's where I think the age thing came into play. But again, this is speculation. Don't lambaste me in the comments. I'm not saying that's for sure what's happening. I'm just.
Oh, people had typed like paragraphs for each other.
So when the time comes, I'm going to explain myself and let him explain. I will apologize for snapping only if he actually shows remorse for what he did and understands how wrong it was. If he makes excuses, I'm not going to be in the middle. I know a lot of you were mad about me sleeping on the couch, but when we've clashed before, he always takes the couch, so I don't see it as unreasonable, but I get where you're coming from. And yes, I'm reevaluating my relationship with him, even before hearing him out. I'm not going to act rashly. It's really impossible to explain a 3-year relationship in one post, and I know everyone wants to hear the details, but not every detail is meant for strangers, no offense.
But don't open it up by sharing it to Reddit then, buddy.
Yeah. But I am considering leaving him, and I do have a plan if it comes to that. I always have. Thank you again dearly. I'll update you once I have an update that moves us into the update. I broke up with him.
Good. Nice. I mean, look, a 50-year-old doesn't know how to communicate and just, half-ass apologies. With his big-ass age of 50, he still doesn't have emotional intelligence. Brother. You dodged a bullet.
When he finally admitted he brought him in here to see the bed, he basically said all my reasonings for not being okay with it was stupid. That I was dressed and under the covers and it was fine. He said basically everything that everyone said in the comments and refused to see any wrong in his actions, besides one brief admittance that he could see how I was uncomfortable. But in that same breath, he said he couldn't imagine how I feel violated and thus wouldn't validate my feelings. So I broke up with him. Although I probably should have waited until it was not the end of the month and could more comfortably find a place. I'm fine. He just went off to the other room and laid down on the couch. I'm not concerned for my safety yet, but if I do so, I'll be able to stay with a friend. I can afford to move once I find a place. It just takes time. And no, I won't take the couch. Ha ha ha. It was a long conversation of me desperately trying to get him to understand. All it would have taken is him just admitting he was wrong and just apologizing. And I couldn't get that much. Looks like I didn't know him after all. ... That's the update.
Tell that fool to shut his old ass up.
Yeah.
Oh
Shut your
my
old ass up.
God.
Apologize.
I mean, yeah, I'm glad you finally like, bro, if you're closer in age to the kid, it's probably not. I don't know if that's a great relationship to be in. Again, there is the Sean law. Technically, I feel like broken, right? I mean, they'll start dating at 25, so technically allowed. But I mean, when did y'all meet?
Look, I think she got double freaked out or creeped out about it because it's like, why are there two grandpas staring at me while I'm fucking sleeping? Yeah. And that was a glass shatter moment. Shout out How I Met Your Mother.
And then why is this child who's not too far in age from me watching me sleep as well? This is a strange, unsafe place to be, I think.
Oh, yeah, it definitely, the age gap is weird. Not technically against the Sean rule, like we said, but it does give that feeling of, oh, hey, look at my young girlfriend in bed.
Because truly, there really is no, if you want to see the bed, you got pictures on Amazon.
Yeah.
Also, why is he there? Period.
Truly, I don't know. So, I mean, let us know what you think. If you have any other speculations as to why he would do that, down in the comments. But yeah, weird for sure. But I'm glad she's on her way out.
Yeah.
All right, let's move into another one here. Cross posted by Do Midscore Bandicoot Midscore 7512 on our subreddit r/Reddit on Wiki.
That's us.
That's us.
Wow.
The title for this one is, Am I the asshole for getting pissed that I got deducted 20 points for not writing my name on a quiz?
You're a dumbass for not writing your name on a quiz.
Yeah,
bro.
I mean,
that's
I feel
the
like
first thing you do.
Step one. And if that's 20 points of a quiz, that's 1/5 of the test grade. I feel like it's a pretty easy quiz. I mean, I feel like you should nail it. Yeah. And at that point, if that's 1/5 of your grade and how easy that is, you should be getting an 80 and you shouldn't be complaining at all.
I mean, I think 20 points is crazy to take off for just a name. I've never had a teacher that would do that, but
yeah, I mean, but look, if I'm a teacher and I'm grading papers and I got to fucking hunt down who the fuck,
I ain't hunting down.
I'd be pissed too.
That's fair.
But also, how hard is it to, I mean, depending on how many students you have, it could be a bitch for sure. Yeah, I'll be on the teacher side. They're underpaid. Fuck it.
Okay. All right. So I was writing my quiz and the teacher has a very strict cutoff time and announces when the test is done and yells to put the pens down. I had finished my quiz on time, but I'd forgotten to write my name down and told the teacher that I had accidentally forgotten to write my name. She didn't say anything, but I quickly wrote down my last name on the quiz. So, I mean, she wrote it down before handing it in, I imagine.
She got to be like 30 freaking Johnsons in there, like last name.
I got back the quiz today with a 75 with 20 points deducted from a 95 due to me not writing my name on time. This is also in high school. I had a mental breakdown during the class and cried throughout the whole period. So am I the asshole for absolutely getting this pissed?
I mean, it didn't sound like you, did they lash out on anybody or it was kind of like internalized?
It seems like it was in like,
they cried, so I don't know how internal.
Well, I mean, that doesn't make you an asshole for having those reactions, but
I think
also,
that's fair.
it does. Look, you're asking a question if you're an asshole for acting the way you acted. No, absolutely not. But you're kind of a dumbass for not writing your name. The first thing,
that's one.
Kind of on you.
For sure. I agree. I do agree that like every test I've ever written, that's the first thing I do. But it seems to me like in order of, before she handed the paper to the teacher, she put her name on it. So I'm like,
she cheated. So that's like double points off, really.
But that's what I mean. It just seems like a weird.
It is a weird rule,
authoritarian rule for no reason, in my opinion.
For sure, y'all better be glad I'm not a teacher. I'll be fucking.
Well, no, I get it. Like if the
50
student
points off, bitch. I don't think I'm fucking playing.
If I hand something in, it doesn't have my name on it at all. I get that. You don't know whose this is. Fine, give me 0 or whatever. That makes sense. But she put her name on it before giving it to the teacher.
After he said pencils down.
So really, but I think it's points off for cheating.
I think 20 points is crazy. In
All
my
I'm saying
opinion.
is teachers are underpaid. This is not enough of a violation. You still passed. You gotta see.
Yeah,
This is good enough for me to side with the teacher.
That child will never
I'm sure
be home
Reddit
in
is
my
not on our
household.
side on
Be
this
like,
one. Reddit is
"Sis,
fuck that teacher.
what the
Right.
fuck?"
okay, Sean, but are you saying asshole because of how she reacted?
No.
Okay.
course
Okay.
not.
So you're still on our
I
side.
think everyone is
technically.
fine here.
Yeah.
I think the OP's dumbass is going to learn how to write their name first.
Yeah, you can feel how
but-
you feel, OP, but I'm still calling you dumb as fuck.
Yeah, I feel no one's the ass. The teacher is, pushing it, but not paid enough for me to lambast the teacher doing God's work, honestly.
Okay. That's fair.
I believe children are our future, but they have to write their names.
That's fair. I think 20 points is crazy. So I'm like, not calling the teacher an asshole, but I'm just like, that's a little extreme. You know what I mean? That's my
that's fair.
that's my stance anyway. And Reddit was mixed.
I thought we would have been on the wrong side of Reddit, to be honest. I thought everybody would be like, fuck that teacher.
So it seems like when it was first posted, there was a bunch of "you're the assholes," and then a bunch of people came in and were like, "What the fuck is everyone talking about?" Not the asshole, clearly. Like for the question you asked, definitely not.
Yeah.
But there was one commenter who said, "You're the asshole that I want to get to," because OP responds to them and answers a bit, like gives a bit more clarification on where they're at mentally right now. So few lower score throat 451 said, "You're the asshole. This is a learning experience and you're refusing to see that. Yes, it may seem like a simple thing and not that important, but your teacher is preparing you for the real world. In the real world, there are always consequences for your actions. I guarantee you will never forget to write your name on the quiz again. Additionally, having a breakdown and crying in class is completely inappropriate. You need to find..."
I don't think that's inappropriate.
Yeah,
I mean,
people
can
go
have-
through shit. I don't think. Yeah,
You never know what somebody's going through.
Tons of people broke down in high school, and
Yeah.
I've seen it. It's fine. It happens. You need to find age/grade appropriate way to show your frustration, or learn that sometimes you just have to suck it up in a professional setting. It sounds like you need to mature a bit, as he says to the probably 16-year-old.
I mean they're in high
Yeah.
school. That's like a perfect place to kind of find out, or feel the way you feel before, quote unquote, the real world out there. Fuck, I miss being in high school for those reasons.
We have 50-year-olds who don't know how to emotionally react properly.
Seriously, yeah.
So OP responds, and it is a bit of a sad comment here.
Oh, no.
OP says, "My grandma passed away like 4 days ago, and I was going to school anyway because the same teacher doesn't allow students to take resits on absences. It's an immediate 0 if you're not there. I haven't been able to mentally recover from my grandma's passing, and I literally can't be absent from school either because if I miss any of her tests or quizzes, it's a 0.
That has to be against the
Bro,
rules.
who the fuck is this teacher? Snape, bro? Like,
Yeah.
it's not that deep, man. Come on.
Yeah. And then they did actually add somewhere else. I can't find where it is, but that the teacher also doesn't allow them to go to the bathroom. So she couldn't even go to the bathroom
right.
to
All right,
have
so
a cry.
Additional
maybe
context.
underpaid this
Yeah.
teacher.
Yeah. Maybe this
See, there's a
teacher-
certain point where I'm like, they're underpaid. We should cut them some slack. That sounds evil.
not this
Not
one.
letting them
Yeah.
use the bathroom is crazy. They're high school students. Have you
Have you
I don't
seen
know.
their diet? All they drink is or eat is Takis and fucking monsters.
also, as someone that chronically needs to pee every 30 minutes,
Yeah.
what the
That'd be
fuck
torture
is
for
that?
you, Sean.
You would
Yeah,
die.
I mean, yeah. I'd piss my pants. Honestly, I would probably piss my pants in protest.
Pay for my UTI bill, bitch.
It's
Yeah,
high school.
exactly.
Those people, I won't see them again.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we could all agree definitely not the asshole in this scenario,
No.
and the teacher probably needs to chill out a little bit.
For real.
But
But write your names first.
yes, I
That
do
should be
agree
a
with that.
learning lesson.
All right, let's move on to the third one here. Cross posted.
Sorry, someone's gonna get pissed. You guys are bullying this person. I'm like, well, we kind of chopped on him, but it is. what it is.
Who? The fucking can't write their name?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Out of context.
I mean, yeah, you didn't find out that
We
until-
didn't have the added context
At
to
the
not
end.
chop on that person.
But again, someone probably wrote like a fucking paragraph already.
Oh wow.
nah.
All right. So this next one is cross posted by Princess Kittens.
Whoa.
Meow.
And I will say this one goes in a way I did not expect when I read this. And almost had me in tears when I was reading it, I think.
Oh, no.
I would say.
Shit. Josh crying?
Have we seen that?
No, hell no.
I don't think so.
It's just us two, bro. We're emotional.
I cried at my wedding.
You did.
You did.
But not for strangers on the internet? That's so weird of you, Josh.
It's crazy that I keep
that you keep your emotional moments private.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I'm sure if we hit something that exactly hit something emotional in my life, then yeah, maybe. But we haven't done that yet. So
my goal is to find that.
That's fucked
I will
up.
not rest. Josh has made me cry twice in this fucking show already.
I think 3 times actually.
Oh yeah, probably is 3 times. Yeah.
I'm keeping track. That's crazy.
My
I
God.
got a scoreboard.
What evil
It's
bastard.
on the brick wall. I have chalk and I just.
Got him.
All right. So this one's titled, "Am I the asshole for leaving my husband due to our son's paternity?"
So he's not the father?
You are not the father.
I would say if that's the sole reason, then you are the asshole, right?
Because if he's not the father, that means they cheated, right?
That means that she cheated.
Or she cheated, yeah. No, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
I mean, or she was just, single at the time and things were happening. Who knows? We've seen enough rom-coms and sitcoms to things happen, I guess.
It's almost 5. It's meds.
It was a break.
It's not, my brain's not
They were
clicking
on a
anymore.
break.
So I'm like, what?
We were on a break.
I think if this is the sole reason, probably. I mean, we always say you could divorce for whatever reason you want to, but I don't think that's a great reason.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Could you imagine? Could you imagine he comes home with a baby? This is yours.
Bitch, how?
All right.
I feel like I would have remembered 9 months of
pregnancy, but all right. All right. So I might have confused you with how this is like giving a tease at the beginning. So
Oh, you know me. I'm confused all the time. So
Let's
it's
just-
nothing new.
let's just
My
hop
IQ
into
is
it.
not like that first, guys. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's better, probably.
Oh, worse. For sure.
All right. So I, 36 female, met my husband, 42 male, 10 years ago.
One more time.
42 and 36, 10 years
10
ago.
years ago.
No,
Pass.
Not
Pass.
that bad.
Legal. Yeah, that's fine. Better than 25 and 50.
Yes, much better.
Mm.
He already had a 3-year-old son who I'll refer to as T from a previous relationship. The mother wanted nothing to do with him and terminated her rights.
Oh.
A year after we got married, I adopted T when he was 5 years old. Our life, I thought, was as close to perfect as you can get. Great relationship, rarely argued, and as a family unit, everything went well. However, a few months after my son's 14th birthday, his biological mom showed up, wanting to reconnect with him. After a long discussion with T, he decided that he didn't want to get to know her. He said I was his mother, and he didn't want or need another one. As his bio mom had terminated her rights, she didn't have any legal way of forcing contact, so she did something I thought was just an awful attempt to hurt us. She claimed that she wasn't even sure that my husband was my son's biological father. He had no reason to suspect he wasn't at the time, and he didn't believe it when she said it either. But T was worried and wanted a paternity test done. So we got the test done, and we both assured him that no matter what, we loved him and that we were a family. Well, the test results came back, and my son wasn't T's biological father. They were both understandably devastated, but what I didn't expect was how angry my husband got at T. He was acting like it was somehow T's fault. Over the next few days, I had many fights with him telling that his feelings were for me and him to deal with, not T. T is a child, and right now we need to be protecting and supporting him. My husband screamed that he also needed support, and I responded that I was supporting him, but I wouldn't support him in hurting our son. To which he responded, "That's not my son."
Oh, fuck you.
This led to an even bigger argument where he stormed into T's room and yelled at him to get out of the house, and then turned on me and yelled, "Get that out of here."
Get that T for that?
Yeah,
What are you, the fucking dad from Wicked? That's crazy.
that reference goes over my head.
Yeah, I forgot. You didn't watch Wicked.
And John doesn't watch movies.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched Wiki, but I forgot all about it. Right?
That's crazy.
Dude, as soon as that green baby is born, he's like, get it out of here.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
like, whoa,
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That was like the beginning scene, right?
That's why you forgot it.
Yeah.
Too
oh,
early on.
shit.
The meds should have been kicking in at that point. That should be all you remember from them.
Nah, brother. Fucking Juliet picked a freaking afternoon screening. I'm like,
Oh,
ready
you were
to
zoned
sleep
out
by
the
then.
whole
Yeah,
time.
I'm zoned out, bro. I was eating my truffle fries in my movie seat.
So I got him out of T's room and held T and told him that no matter what, Mom loves him and that he will always have me. That I didn't give birth to him, but he's my baby and nothing will change that. So I packed some of T's things and then went to pack some of mine so we could go to my parents for a few days. But when I went downstairs with T's things, my husband smiled at me. He smiled. He saw T's bags packed and gave himself this self-satisfied smile. I don't know how to explain it, but in that moment, it was like a switch flipped in me. He was happy to throw my son away. He's a completely different person to me, and I can't make myself feel any kind of sympathy for him right now. I told T to get in the car and went back to get my things. This is when my husband started freaking out about me leaving, which turned into him crying and begging when I told him that if it was a choice between my husband and my child wins every time. T and I are at my parents' now, and they have been very supportive. My mother and T have a very special relationship, and she hasn't left his side. I've been getting messages from my in-laws saying that I'm being heartless and unsympathetic to what my husband is going through, and that if I had just been patient, he would have come around. But frankly, I tried, and ultimately in this situation, he's the adult and T is the child. So am I the asshole?
No, absolutely not. And look, while I do acknowledge the shock and the initial feelings that the husband felt, because I mean that's also a huge news. That part I am not gonna take away from that father.
For
'cause It's
sure.
like shit. This whole time, like I thought, you were my kid, but this whole time you were already, treating them like your own child. So yes, that news is devastating. However, there should never, ever, ever be a point where you take that out on a child. Your anger or his anger is very much misplaced. Your former partner, your baby mother, is the one that went trifling and cheating or cheated around.
Mhm.
Your anger should be towards her for two reasons. One, she had wanted nothing to do with T. Two, she cheated on your ass. Well, actually, three, and then she abandoned you guys altogether. So
Yeah.
if that was me, I mean, I can't really say because I've never been in that situation. I felt like if I ever fell in those shoes, I feel like my love for that kid will go stronger because it's like, dude, even though like we weren't blood, like you're forever gonna be my son, and you're fucking and the wife and OP is such a freaking trooper because she came in a situation where it's like the dynamic was complicated to begin with, but at the end of the day, she's the mother. Even though she didn't push that baby out, she's the fucking mom of T. It is unfortunate, and again, the guy is valid to feel how he feels. However, I do not agree in the way he handled it and the way he took it on the child and the partner.
Yeah, I feel like whenever you know that paternity test is happening, one, you got to know anything is possible at that point. You got to
It's a
prepare yourself for the
50-50 coin
worst.
flip right now.
Yeah, and then you had to talk where you're like, no matter what happens, we're still your parents. We still love you. So, I mean, you got to be doubly aware of the process or of the outcome, potential outcome, because y'all already talked about it and already said, this really doesn't change anything. This is just to make you comfortable.
Lies.
Plus, you saw that he chose, your wife, his, step mom, not biological mom, essentially.
Mhm.
That's who he prefers as his mom. So you've already seen him, not really care that much about the biological parent. He just wants to know.
Yeah.
Which is his right. He's fine. I think that's fine to know.
Absolutely.
And you should have comfort in knowing that, like, okay, if, worst case comes to worst and I'm not biologically his dad, he still is probably going to see me as his dad because that's what he did for my wife. So I don't know. It's weird to have the outburst like he did. And then this wife is a fucking G because she's like, look, you can freak out and I'll be here for your freak out, but you can't do it in front of T. That's fucked up. He's 14. Yes, this is caused because he wanted to know, but like we all agreed to like do it. It's not like he just did this secretly. We're all on the same side. Like, yeah, let's figure it out. Who cares really? Turns out you do bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's a pretty bad look to put that all out on your kid. And then not only that, to have a weird psycho smile whenever you see his bags.
Mhm.
Yeah, I would
Crazy.
I would punch that fool on my way out. Are you
I'd be like,
kidding me?
you get the fuck out. This is my house.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would. Yeah, no way. And I get it. His in-laws are probably like, he's probably manic right now. He needs time. But
Shut the fuck up and mind your own business and talk to your son. Maybe that's what you should focus on. In-laws.
yeah, okay, yeah,
Like-
yeah, for sure. But like he does need time. But like when he endangers the kid, like that's non-negotiable. There's no like just give it time
Yeah.
if he's like actively harming like his kid's psyche. So like maybe they don't know the whole scenario. Maybe they don't know how bad it got. I mean, I'm sure they only know his side, so probably not the full story. So I can't be like super mad at them as much as I kind of want to be.
I am, but that's fair, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like they probably know from him and not really from her because she's probably too busy protecting T
yeah.
to, give out.
How hard has his
Newsbreak.
father got to be to fucking kick a 14-year-old out? And
That's-
be like, fend for your fucking self. Are you
That's what
kidding
I'm
me?
saying. Because
Yeah.
yes, he is valid at his feelings of being cheated on, but even then, like, I don't know. I just think if you've raised that kid for what,
Their whole life.
14 years,
Their whole life.
13 years, however old he is, like, I just can't imagine switching on a dime at him for something
Yeah.
that he had zero control over.
Yes.
And
It's like you always say, it's like you're okay to be angry, but it's misdirected.
Mhm.
even yeah, yeah, it's okay to be like, yeah, I'm pissed off that she cheated on me 13 years ago or whatever it was. That has nothing to do with your son. Your son,
Yeah,
is
your son never
still-
asked to be here.
He's
You know
still
what I mean?
your son.
Yes.
You are still a parent to him. So yes, while your anger is valid towards her,
Never on T.
I truly don't understand how he
Yeah.
got it mixed up in his mind that this is his fault and he should be
Mm-mm.
punished for this because he's just a kid. He's got,
Just a kid.
thank God he had your
OP, yeah.
your wife OP.
She's a fucking G, bro. Like that. That's like
No, yeah, she's
that's like
she's
a like a
beast.
mom. Was it Mama Lynn?
That's
type
a
of- like
Mama
ri-
Lynn.
Like that's a ride or
Mhm.
die mom right
Yeah.
there, and that's someone you want in your life that will have your back no matter fucking what.
Hell yeah. And so I mean, I'm glad she's there. I hope she keeps custody of him. And there was actually a question in our subreddit because it was cross posted there, and the original was deleted, so more people came to our subreddit to see it.
Yeah.
But they deemed not the asshole. And Chonkosaurus Rex said, legally
Nice.
speaking, since T is now 13, and I assume OP's husband is on the birth certificate and has been legally acting as his parent since, is there a way the biological dad could make any legal claims to T if the bio mom somehow started to involve him? And Jade Russ said, at this point, it's not very likely. There's not a lot of cases in law that I know where the bio father appears and contests for paternity when the wrong person was put on the birth certificate. However, the courts would likely rule in the best interest of the child, which often would mean sticking to the status quo that the child is used to. So he's probably going to stick with the mom. Like OP.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Not the biological mom, but OP, because
Mhm.
that's what he's used to, and it's in the best interest of the kid.
So if they end up, hypothetically, they end up, separating, right? Could she? You think? I mean, this is for more like the Wiki maniacs that are more in like no laws and all that. I wonder if she'd be able to have some sort of like claim to maybe possibly adopt T as her own.
Well, she already has adopted him.
She has already.
Yes.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
she,
okay,
she
okay.
has legal claims to
Okay.
to leave him and keep full custody, I think.
Oh, sweet.
Mhm.
So I think, and by the way he's acting, I feel he would just give up full custody because he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you tell him, Kara.
yeah, Kara's pissed.
Mm-hmm.
She just woke up. My apologies.
All right, let's move on to the last one before we hit the Patreon exclusive, where we got 2 stories. And this one is posted by potential lower score 8645. And the title is, Am I the asshole for giving crappy Christmas gifts and ruining my marriage?
Yes.
Probably.
I think if you did it once as a joke and then they were like, haha, this actually sucks. I put a lot of time and effort into your gift. And you were like, and then next year did the same shit. I'm out. I'm out. You didn't listen to me. You didn't take me serious.
That's fair.
Or there's also cases that maybe the partner is materialistic and it's just not in the cards for them to be able to afford such lavish gifts. That could also be an option.
Could be that too.
Yeah, maybe.
What is your guess on what a crappy gift would be?
A non trip to Bora Bora or something like that.
A non-trip?
No, like you know,
never
like they
heard of a
couldn't.
non-trip.
No, they couldn't afford a trip to
Oh.
Bora Bora or some shit.
I would say a shitty gift is like, hey, I really want a trip to Bora Bora, and then you get a vacuum. I'd be like, okay, this is. At least you could have got me like a swimsuit, something related to what I asked for.
that's
Yeah,
fair.
Or it's like that one.
You're crazy.
It's like that one fucking guy who brought his girlfriend store bought wine, and she bought like his kid a fucking iPad or earphones or something like that. I know we did a story about that in the past.
Yeah, that's true. That could be something.
Oh, he said you're getting dick for Christmas. That's what.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
He was a piece of
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
All right. So, I, 31 female, married my soon-to-be ex-husband, 33 male, in 2018.
I thought you said buried for a second instead of married. I was like, oh my God.
He's in the backyard with all the beans that I stored.
Buried. That's crazy.
Oh,
This
buried.
takes a twist.
I still didn't understand what you were saying. I was like, yeah, I said married. I don't understand.
Oh, yeah. I heard buried. I was
Yeah.
like, oh,
I buried my husband in 2018.
holy shit. No trigger warning. Just off the rip. That's crazy.
It's ruined my marriage. It's
Yeah.
All right. So my in-laws never liked me and made it clear. My soon-to-be ex insisted that they're just putting up a tough exterior and that they'll grow to love me.
Hell no.
To show how evil they are, one time I joined them for dinner and brought a cake that I'd made because I was always raised to be a gracious guest. When I stepped into the kitchen and offered the cake to his mother as a thanks for inviting me, she took the plate over to the garbage bin and dumped it in, handing me the plate back.
The fuck?
I would drop the plate there, smash it.
Sweet
If
chin music to the mother-in-law.
if your partner doesn't immediately defend
Back you up, yeah.
that's crazy. That is like, I guess I'm out.
When I told my husband what she did, he confronted her, and all of a sudden the crocodile tears started, and she claimed she grabbed the plate but didn't get a good grip, and that I let go too quickly and it fell to the floor, so it of course had to be thrown away.
Bitch.
That's when my sister-in-law confirmed that's what happened.
Lies.
I think I would leave after that anyway. I'd be like, all right, I don't need to be
Y'all
part of
are
this
psycho.
family.
I'm slapping everybody.
My soon-to-be ex owned his own business, and they called me a gold digger behind his back. Of course, they insisted on a prenup, which I didn't care about because I never thought my marriage would end, and it would appease them and may allow them to finally treat me kindly. Nope. His business failed once COVID hit. We went through his savings and my own trying to keep us afloat. I refused to go into debt, keeping it going, so he closed it down. In 2022, he was suffering from really bad depression because he lost his business and couldn't find new work. He suggested we move to his hometown to be closer to his family, so he had a larger support network. Against my better judgment, we did.
I would have been like closer to the psychos who fucking gaslit you into believing.
Yeah.
I watched her take the cake from my hand, put it directly in the trash, and then they're all gonna claim that it dropped to the floor. No, I'm not fucking moving closer to those psychos.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I'd be like, we're actually moving closer to my family.
Have you tried therapy, brother?
Yeah. He wanted to only work part-time while he tried to restart his business, so I became the main breadwinner. And as with most wives, I became the person in charge of buying gifts. Stupid old me thought buying them thoughtful, expensive gifts would finally make them see I wanted to be accepted by them. Gifts to us were couples gifts, but clearly only for my soon-to-be ex. Every holiday was spent with them, monthly dinners with the whole family. After a year, I realized that if I ever tried to talk or join a conversation, everyone would go quiet, so I just stopped talking when I visited.
Hell no.
No.
Hell no.
Fuck that.
I'd be like, look, I moved here, so he could be closer to y'all, and y'all are still gonna treat me. I'm the only reason your son isn't fucking homeless right now. You're gonna be treating me like, nah.
That's true.
I mean, like you're going to your own parents' freaking party. I'm not going with you if that was.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would not be attending. I don't care if we're 5 minutes away.
In fact, we're moving, actually.
Mhm.
We're going back to my hometown, whatever. Fuck your parents.
Fuck.
In early December, they finalized plans for Christmas. A few days later, my soon-to-be ex said his family decided they didn't want me to join them for Christmas Eve dinner and Christmas lunch because I ruined the family vibe. Could you imagine saying that to your partner? I then replied, fine, we'll do our own thing instead. And my soon-to-be ex sheepishly looked away and said he was still going to go.
Oh, no, that's it. Yeah. I'm out.
Mama's boy.
Mm-hmm.
I was livid and so disappointed in him. That was the moment I knew my marriage was over. So I returned the presents I had bought for his family. In their place, I got one pair of novelty business socks for my father-in-law, a supermarket brand bottle of shampoo for mother-in-law, the nastiest perfume I could find at the dollar store for sister-in-law.
Good.
The most expensive gift was a large rawhide bone for my brother-in-law and his wife's chihuahua, which it's too big to get its jaws around, rendering it useless.
Nice.
Again, not a sponsor, but you can buy poop online. More expensive than dollar store perfume, but
yes, that's true.
probably more satisfying.
I saved about $600 to put towards a deposit for a new apartment. My husband came home from Christmas lunch telling me I humiliated him and embarrassed him in front of his family. I asked him why he thought I'd buy nice gifts for people who clearly don't like me and don't want me around. I served the divorce papers last week. Remember how he was supposed to be a multi-millionaire by now, so we had to get that prenup? Soon-to-be ex is not eligible for any of my savings, as we were required to keep it in separate accounts, and he's not eligible for my alimony.
Hell yeah.
He doesn't have any money for rent and auto insurance. Not my problem anymore. Some of my friends and family were on my side and proud that I went out in a blaze of glory. Others are telling me I was being way too petty, which really isn't like me. So am I the asshole?
How is she being petty when she has been tortured by that family the whole time they've been together? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's insane to say that.
Anytime she talks, everyone just gets quiet and like, damn. Like, what the fuck? After one party of that happening, I'd be like, all right, you got to talk to your family. They're being fucking crazy. And then if that point where he's like, nah, what you said was weird, then you're out, right? Like
we're gone.
It's crazy for him. One, whenever we shop for gifts, it's a joint effort. It's crazy that he just is just taking whatever you buy and being like, yeah, what'd we get him? Okay, cool.
He didn't even check too on the way.
No, he didn't even check. I mean, I guess you can if she wrapped him, but you should at least know like, oh yeah,
what they got before you bring it over there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, and especially if it's his family, he should be wrapping those fucking gifts.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
And thinking of like what to get them for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. This guy, this guy sounds like he has sucked ass for a long time. So
yeah,
glad it's over for y'all.
This makes me want to commit arson in a video game at their Christmas party or whatever.
Always
dinners.
in a video game.
Yeah, in a video game. Yeah.
Yeah. Package one of those glitter bombs. That's what you should have sent them.
Yeah.
And then just have it explode.
Bag of dicks.
At their stupid Christmas lunch.
Yeah.
The reason why I don't like the bag of dicks is because they look like they're tasty. They're
you can still eat them. They're still a good gift.
Yeah, they're still like, oh man, I got fucking
this dick
fucking
tasty.
gummy bears. Oh man, that's terrible.
Yeah, it's like eat a bag of dicks, and it's like I will. do
yeah,
that.
they're fucking sour watermelon flavored dick. Yeah, dude. I don't give a shit.
Hell yeah.
Sour peens.
There's a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode where they like go to a party. Oh, big old stretch.
Oh my god.
And they're like, oh my God, this is the best cake I've ever gotten. We're like, where'd you get it? And then they go and get it. And it's like, they only make penis cakes. It's like, you served me dick. It's like, you didn't complain. Why'd you take home the balls? I didn't know they were balls.
If we ever get to like point of, where we could just spend on random shit like the squishmallow we wanted to do that was asshole shaped.
God, I want that so bad.
Can we do asshole gummies that's a similar idea where you send a bag of assholes to someone?
Once we have a stupid amount of money, we're making assholes out of everything.
Plasters of our own shit.
You guys the asshole guys?
You guys are the
that is
guys.
us.
I like it.
That should be the rebrand of our fucking show if we ever change our name to
Asshole
Asshole Guys.
The SEOs will be crazy. Guys, asshole. No.
Don't click on that. Don't click on that. Reddit agreed and said not the asshole. Liu 1845 said, not the asshole. So thoughtful of them to insist on a prenup. I hope you send them a sincere thank you note after this divorce is finalized. LOL.
Yeah.
To which OP responds, my lawyer even laughed that the prenup was set up for him and it's going to be used for me. It required both spouses to maintain a separate bank account and each spouse could keep 100% of their savings. No spouse is eligible for alimony. So
Love it.
it's just sweet, sweet karma. You know what I mean? Just love to see it. All right, Wikimaniacs, that is it for today's episode. Let us know what you think down in the comments. If you want 2 bonus stories, check out our Patreon or YouTube membership program. Links in the description. And Kara was there a lot more than she is right now.
Yeah, Sean, look at Sean. He's obviously trying to put his arm down because for free.
Get down, Carl. People don't deserve you. Not for the poor.
Also, if you've never been a Patreon or YouTube member, what we do every first Wednesday is we put together all the last story, like bonus stories of the previous month and put it into a combined episode. So you don't have to go back and listen to episodes if you don't want to. You can just listen to all the bonus stories through there.
It's like having a 3-hour episode.
It is. Whoa. And the one that I posted this week is over 2 hours.
Sheesh.
So you got lots of
feature
content
film
there. So go check that out. Also, the merch is finally live, Sean.
By the time this comes out, it's been live. By the time it comes out, it's been live for a while.
Vindicated.
You know what? I'll always have faith in my fellow Brown, all right?
That's what I'm talking about.
One day late, but
hey, but look how fast I got it up.
You got it up pretty quick.
By the end of the day is
That's what she said.
You're like, yeah, I'll get it up by the end of the night. I'm like, yeah, I ain't working on that shit till tomorrow.
No, I didn't expect you to.
But yes, the what happens? What is it called?
That's the beauty of a gaycation.
That's the beauty of the gaycation.
I always get it confused with what happens at a gaycation stays at a gaycation. That could be another merch idea, but
possibly.
That's the beauty of a gaycation. Merch is up live now on our store, redditonwikishop.com.
Mm-hmm.
Get it while it's up for the month of February.
We got shirts. We got hoodies. We got crop hoodies. We got sweaters. We got stickers. And we got tote bags.
Whoa. So everything you could ever ask for.
I was about to knock something down in protest of not being let out.
Go let her out. We'll do the rest of the merch, Reed.
And not only are you supporting your boys, but you're also supporting a great cause because 50% of all sales going to go towards the Trevor Project.
Exactly. So you're doing it for a good cause as well as getting some fun ass merch. So go check it out.
Maybe that's the beauty of a gaycation.
The beauty of the gaycation is we are helping out the LGBTQ community. So we'd love to see it.
Absolutely.
Is there anything else before you guys want to close out the episode today?
Say it, Sean.
Go Chiefs. We got this. It's in the bag. 3-time, baby.
Whoa.
Feeling 22.
All right. Well, thank you, Sean and John, for coming on today and giving your takes. Thank you, Wikimaniacs, for another amazing episode. We'll see you on Monday, and we'll see who is the Super Bowl champ. Bye.
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 Get therapy.